Y'all hear me? Okay, I guess that works. Anyway, hello my fellow autists on this fine Thursday evening. We are doing the AC SRS race. Okay, I guess that works. The Mazda 787B at America. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up here. I'm a bit sick. I had a cold over the weekend. I did nothing but take medication and play SimCity. So this is kind of my first day feeling like kind of 80% back to normal. And we are going to celebrate that in a way by playing Sim Racing System.
Your skin is okay.
Thank you, Enrique. We're going to celebrate that by playing some SRS. The season right now, I gotta be honest, it's completely pointless. There's only 6 guys that run the full season. So the championship's more or less decided. Kind of shitty in that regard. So I've decided what we're going to try and do today because it's a decent field. Is that we are going to do the start from the back challenge, which will end in tears. I'm absolutely completely sure of it. Again, the championship means nothing at this point. Familiar with this car, so I think it would be interesting to start right from the back of the field. It gives ourselves a proper challenge instead of sitting at the front of the pack and walking away with it. Because I think if you've watched enough content on my channel and I stream this shit, the races can get pretty lopsided at times. And there's a point where that stops being fun for me. At that point. So we'll do some practice laps here to warm up. But aside from that, we are going to not qualify. Let's see if we can get through the boomer carnage. Let's look at the W.
Skins are ready. Press the restart button.
The usual suspects are in this race. Sean Seabrand is core crew from Discord. So what happened last week? I didn't stream last week. Myself and Juan Reynoso was the guy that won the opening round. About halfway through the race, we got into it. Not like malicious or anything. We rubbed doors at the end of sector 1 under the bridge. And both of us went flying off. He retired pretty much instantly. I said, fuck it, and carried on and finished. I think I came 3rd. really not driving well, but we are on hards and the track is pretty slick. It's not rubbered in completely yet. AC does have like a rubbering in feature, you just don't see it. Because it's just coated. It's background coat, I guess. So your track grip percentage goes up. So I guess in qualifying it will take more time to read the chat. We can use the Q session as a Q&A session for those guys who showed up. You got nothing else to do. Maybe you don't want to stick around for the race, but you want to hang out for a bit. It says I've got skins to download, so I guess I'll get those. Downloaded too? Oh, okay, sure. Anyway, I'll get YouTube up here, I guess. Welcome to the show. Again, I will try the start from the back challenge. Hopefully it won't fuck me and like boot me from the session or whatever. Hopefully it didn't show porn on my desktop either. That's always a scare.
Your skin is okay.
So Luke Sky's pretty good, Oscar Pink's pretty good, but I think I could beat them. Fernando Silva is pretty good in general. But I'm going to roll the dice. View on YouTube. Voice is a bit low. Yeah, to be honest, I'm talking a bit low, but I can turn down the volume just a bit here. Let me check that level now. Yeah, that's pretty good. Crank my own volume up because I like the sound of race cars. All right. Guy asking for strategy. I told him the legit strategy here. So for those who don't know, if you've watched any SRS race or you compete in them,
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
What's the word I'm looking for? If you participate on SRS at all or you're brand new to this, they force for 1 hour races a mandatory pit stop, but a lot of cars, their tires last the full 60 minutes. So what people do for the mandatory stop is they take no tires, they take 1 liter of fuel, and for lack of a better word, it cheats the system because, well, you've technically stopped in your box, but it's like a half-second pit stop, and then you just carry on. In the past, when Ethan and I used to go try hard on the GT3 races that were an hour long, you could get away with the standard strategy, which is a half-full tank of fuel and like either soft or medium tires. But it's really dicey at the end. You have to pretty much run perfectly and pass the guy in the final corner on the final lap. I don't like doing that. I like being a Jew and destroying people on pit strategy with minimal effort racing. So that's the strategy I use. And I agree it's shitty and it's anti-racing, but it'd be like that. There have been a few builds where, or a few, what's it called? Sorry, I'm still in work mode. There have been a few championships where Enrique has, you know what, we'll spectate Luke's guy because he's good. Is he on track? How the fuck can I click on any of these guys? Do I have to drive myself? Okay, the steering shit is good, so we're good in that regard. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I'm a bit out of it, just because I am kind of tired and all that shit. So we'll watch Luke Sky qualify here. Put that on the background. Good evening. Voice is a bit low. Yep, fix that now. Can I fetishize the Assetto Corsa Essentials plugins now? Yes. Yeah, that was some shit. And like, in regards to the whole fetish video stuff, I I think the person who runs that channel is awesome. Because if even 5 people buy those videos, they're making insane amounts of money off casually driving in racing simulators, which is amazing. Because you got to think of all the guys who run like esports competitions here and there, and how little money they make if they finish like 8th in the tournament. You know, we're talking like $100, maybe $50, or like a gift card to some sim shop. Versus someone who does not compete, does not build setups, casually drives around a track that in some cases they probably don't even know, and make like a solid, steady income from like foot fags. It's great. Like, it's genius. But like at the same time, of all the chicks you could fap to on Pornhub and all the chicks you could buy porn from on ManyVids, you're having to wank to some like 30-something-year-old MILF playing AC. Come on now. This guy put some tires off. It's a bit of an oops. The best driver... let me scroll through who's in the field here. It's going to be... I think pole's going to be between this guy named Fernando V. Silva, who's really good. He's inconsistent sometimes, but I still think he's really good. And Luke Sky. Luke's pretty good in everything. But that's the thing with AC and games that actually drive properly, right? Is that... your skills from one car actually carry over to another car. It's not like iRacing where you learn one car and how to drive it and all that horse shit, and then you're a fish out of water when it comes to something else because each car is broken in its own special way. AC, it's like you can go from like a Toyota GT86, which is like your street car with an H-pattern shifter and like shitty street tires, to one of these and be good in both with like the same basic driving techniques. Do you use Content Manager though? I do. I have it installed. I enjoy its functionalities. It was fucking up my sim racing system races, so I would load into, and you can see this in a couple other streams from a couple months ago, I would load into a race and like the lighting would be all fucked up and the shadows would be all fucked up. So I uninstalled Soul because I don't think standard AC looks all that bad, to be honest. I uninstalled Soul, and I don't boot the game with Content Manager, so I boot using stock AC. I set up Corsair ACC, stock AC, by far. ACC, I do not like how it drives. Even though, like, I appreciate what Kunos did, and even Stefano actually said, like, one of the things you nailed when you had your blog up was, like, that we need series-specific sims, and that kind of what pushed him towards the Blancpain game. It doesn't drive to me like a real car. It drives very much like iRacing in that you need a hyper-precise line. You can't slide the tires anymore, although every now and then there's an update to the game where people are like, oh, the tires feel better, but then they don't actually play it. Or they're like, oh, this one car actually drives good and you can get some slip angle going and wheel the thing, and then I see they don't play the game for a month, and it's like, well, okay. I had a weird idea, using iRacing as an NASCAR Winter Series for real drivers. I don't know. There aren't enough real drivers in any series who take sim racing seriously for that to work. That's the problem. Like, you'd have guys who just show up to fuck around. Because, like, there are guys who are really big into sim racing. Like, Dale Jr., my buddies raced against in a Xfinity Series race, like, a couple nights ago. Or, you know, it was over the Christmas holidays because he was drunk and on the fucking pace lap, he's like, do it for senior. So, guys like Jr. would take it seriously and actually practice, but then you'd have, like, let's be honest, I think you'd have Clint Boyer showing up drunk and just, like, wrecking the shit out of everybody. Sorry, I got the sniffles, my dudes. It's not the worst idea. Personally, like, to make that work, they'd have to go to non-NASCAR tracks. Like, I don't want to see the Cup cars run in Atlanta on iRacing when I can just watch the Atlanta race in the spring. But if they were to go to like Iowa and Rockingham and let's say Cup Cars at Five Flags or Cup Cars at New Smyrna, and that was the Winter Series, and they had like a mix of Cup and Xfinity drivers, that is actually not a terrible idea. So I'll give you credit there. Guess I have to try this SRS service. Good evening. Yeah, you know what? This is really good. I mean, we got a full field out. We only had, 25 entrants, but we still got a full field out of it. There's good drivers in here. So I'm not... Like, it's definitely not iRacing where you sign up for C Fixed and there's fucking 500,000 people signed up for a 20-lap Daytona race. But, like, you get a full field, you get a balanced amount of drivers. Some guys are aliens, some guys are mid-pack. Like, there's people to battle with. I mean, you'll deal with idiots here and there, but, like, that's iRacing, too. Luke Sky's hauling ass right now. Not sure if you saw my message last race, but you got me back into sim racing with PRC Trackside. Thank you. That's been a fun endeavor to run, and the boss likes it and thinks it's a good show. So it's going to stick around for a while. So as you know, with the last blog, it was like, boss came to me and said, hey, like, getting tired of the complaints from devs, being like, it's conflict of interest, and them just being assert and sending angry emails, so shut down the site. But he enjoys the podcast, and he enjoys the topics, and he enjoys the style of it. So the podcast format's going to stay, and I'm really happy with that because I used to spend entire evenings writing and getting screenshots for games and feeling like I would get next to nothing out of it. Other than people spamming anal cavity in the comments and just being dicks and saying I was Alex Jones and all that horse shit. Whereas the podcast, I could spend considerably less time on it. And yeah, I can put out the same kind of content. People can hear my voice. People can see I'm not some autist. And I don't know, it's easier to digest. So thank you for the kind words about that. Is there an ETA for PCARS 3 yet? My man, I can't tell you that shit. Looking forward to AMS2 at least. Yeah, I think you guys should get excited for it. If you guys, for whatever reason, didn't like PCARS 2, which, like, I get it. I'm not going to sit here and ban you or demand you to like PCARS 2. If you guys didn't like it for whatever reason, you like AMS2. I personally think it's going to be weird having two games powered by an identical engine with a lot of overlapping content installed on my PC at the same time, because we ran into that problem with ISI Motor Sims, where like you could have R Factor, Race 07, GTR Evo, and there's another one. Oh, the original Automobilista all installed at once, all powered by the same engine, all driving relatively the same, but three different applications, and it's kind of retarded at that point. So it's going to be weird going into another round of that with two different games powered by the same engine with a lot of the same content. But I think you guys will have fun with it, and the BR stock cars are so much fun to drive. I'm not too excited about AMS2 with the lack of modding, no kart, no IndyCar fun. I don't know, like, at the end of the day, like even me with my hyper autism and being super picky about sims, like I end up buying every game anyway. And I think that's what's going to happen here is, it'll go on sale for a heavily discounted price, 6 months from release, and there'll be no reason not to pick it up, and people will have it. So I think you have that to look forward to. Online's dead in AMS. Yeah, that was the problem. And AMS suffered from a lot of AMS suffered from the sim racing community being the sim racing community, because like back in the day, and for some history lesson here for the folks who are like brand new, AMS was crowdfunded, and Reza, to some extent, their development process was crowdfunded for a period of time. They were on, I believe, Kickstarter or Indiegogo, one of the two. And like tons of people put money into them. And then when the game launched, it was popular for like a week, and then people just stopped playing it. So there's a lot of people who say one thing and do another in this community. And that's precisely the reason I didn't crowdfund it, because I'm like, I don't know, guys, like I might not play this game a whole lot, right? So that's kind of why AMS died out. Like there were people who begged him to put in a V8 supercar. Like this is the rich part. There were people who like begged him to put in a V8 supercar for an update, and they finally did. And then we tried to hold a V8 supercar league on Race to Play, which is actually quite popular at the time. And I did my best to advertise it on PRC and explain to people how to sign up for the site and explain to people how to get into the league. And then like by round 2, there were like 8 cars. So again, people say one thing and do another in this community, including myself. I'm not immune to that. You guys know that. That's why we're here. Does Raceroom use a proprietary engine? Well, it's ISI motor underneath, right? But they heavily tweak their graphics side of things. And they constantly revise their stuff. Even now, there is a new Raceroom physics update and all your old setups are borked, which I don't understand at this point. Like, that game could use a career mode. That game could use scheduled races, like, on a more consistent basis other than their special events. And instead you boot up the game, they're like, hey guys, we revised the GT3 physics for like the 6th time. And it's like, well, that's great, but like, can we have a game, you know? I'm at the point, like, sim racing gets to a point where, like, the hobby is designed around you learning how to drive cars. So, like, a lot of your playtime will come in just, like, practicing and learning what setups do and turning practice laps and competing in, like, online racing series, but for someone like me, where it's like you can jump in any car and we can do stupid shit like start from the back challenges, there's nothing to fucking do. You know, like there's no XP, there's no like rags to riches career, there's no team management. Like, think of racing simulators as the race car equivalent of city car driving. So like, if you're getting your learner's permit, if you're getting your full license, if you're getting your just whatever, like if you're a teenager learning how to drive in the first place, city car driving is awesome. But if you're someone, you know, who's like almost 30 and you're fucking booting up city car driving, it's like, well, this is boring. And it's the same thing with racing simulators. Like once you get to a certain level of proficiency, you need something else to keep playing the game. And Sims just by and large do not have that. Even P-Cars too, with its basic career ladder, like there's no game aspect to it. It's just like, here's a championship. If you win this championship, here's another championship. There's nothing to unlock. There's nothing to unlock. There's no XP to gain. There's no way to customize your driver. You can't, you know, upgrade your car. You can't save money and hire a better pit crew. Like, you can't do any of that in sim racing, and that's shitty for people like me or just people who are experienced, right? Because once you've learned how to drive and gotten pretty proficient, you can, you know, show up and you have a shot at winning just whatever race you sign up for. It's like, I'm bored, you know? Like, let's put it this way. If it wasn't for sim racing system, I would have not touched AC the last 5 years. Like, straight up. If it wasn't for this app and this racing, I would have had no reason to play this game. See if Travis wants to get on. Alright, Travis is running under not a fake name. He's running under Chris's name to farm iRating because fuck it. What's up, faggot? You're live. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't hear you. You got me? Nope, I gotta quit. Everyone else is fucking busting at their ass and qualifying. I'm fiddling with TeamSpeak. Alright, let's try this again.
It was me. It wasn't you.
It was you? It was you?
I forgot I did something on my guitar earlier.
Gotta boost your volume. Sorry. Talk for me.
Good morning, good afternoon. This is me. This is just a test.
Testicles 1, 2. Try again.
17. Oh crap! Can't say that.
Aye. Okay, TeamSpeak is cranked up. You must not be sitting close enough to your mic.
I am 6 inches from my mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had the same problem Chris did last night, apparently.
No, you're pretty good. You moved. Whatever you did there was good.
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to quit out of YouTube here, and I'm going to join the server. Hopefully my stream didn't get fucked up.
What are you streaming?
AC SRS. Oh, fuck. That's not the driving gear.
You should have on Discord, like, by your name, hopefully, that you're streaming for somebody doesn't come in here and start talking about something.
I don't give a shit.
He
But
might.
first, we need an overlay. We need our tryhard overlay for this.
Uh-oh. You gonna have your buddy dancing across the screen? Ricky Ricardo?
No. Check YouTube, you'll see my overlay. That's our overlay, boys. I'm just waiting for your reaction. Luke Sky.
I can't because I'm in a race.
Luke Sky, Oscar Pink on the front row. It's kind of what I expected. Rolling off P23, boys.
I am starting 20th, my race.
I-
Who think it's done first, me or you?
You're done first. You're in IndyCar. But I am starting
Sure.
from the back and have to weave through retards. So, I don't know.
And I'm starting 20th with the same kind of retards.
Where's bias? I could change the brake bias just to cunt hair. So I got Jason Jacoby's overlay. I just went to a random stream of his and hit print screen and cropped it out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. That's a definite dad joke. Oh no. Sky, Oscar Pink, Jimmy Russell's. I don't know if that's a real name or not, because, like, Russell Jimmy's is like a 4chan thing. Fernando 8th. Fuck, he's been shitting the bed lately. He was so good. We ran fucking, I think it was Lotus 49s, and he was, like, godly. Lotus 49s are like the Ferrari. I don't know how to feel about that. Fuck it, YOLO. We're not gonna make like 100 feet in this race, so whatever. Rolling off P21.
I'm starting one spot behind you.
There's a dude in my livery. That's nice.
Oh, one spot ahead of you, I mean. Rip, I can't do math.
Lights are on. This is gonna be a fucking shit show. I'm gonna get wrecked on the starting grid. Guarantee it. Oh no, that guy disappeared. That dude didn't go. Why are you braking? Off we go, lads. Oh, this is straight Boomerville.
I'm in BRville.
Fuck you. Already got nose damage, but I'm not too concerned. Where are you at? Please don't hit me. Wow.
The Boomer's gonna go till we get to the start-finish line.
That didn't affect my handling. I don't think so, anyway. Save it. Okay. Guy just like pit randomly in front of me.
Nice.
Up to 14th. We passed 7 cars in a lap. May have went too aggressive on the bias by like 1 click. I'm only 8 seconds back from the leader. Damn. And people are on like softs and mediums and shit in front of me. This is a mess. Well, I won't buy it, so...
I'm destroyed, by the way.
Already?
Yep.
Wow.
Boomer wrecks it down the back straight away. And then just decides to drive straight up the track and kill me.
IndyCar.
Well, no, like, it was after, like, out of 4. He's on the apron. When I get to him, he drives up the track and I have nowhere to go. Chris is gonna be like, what the fuck, when I saw him in the video.
I dive bombed a guy from like 200 feet back. It was hilarious. We're up to 12th now? I gotta pick up the pace, though. Yeah, 11.4
I have
back.
the wheel 90 degrees to the right. Too much damage, we're done.
Damn. That dude just moved. That's amazing. Save it. Good job. Up to 11th. Really doesn't like being in first gear. Move. Can't see, LOL. Yellow? Who's dead? Who's dead? "14 seconds back? Oh no. Luke Sky is flying. Damn. Another car off the track. He's still wrecking. Up to 7th now. Trail breaking a fucking prototype. I really don't think we're in the worst spot. Especially because people's tires are going to start eating themselves right now. Please don't hit me. Thank you. Just gotta pay attention when the leaders pit now. They're kind of holding steady at 16 seconds, which is good. Oh wow, we're in the top 5. That's amazing. Just didn't really want to wait for that one. Up to 4th now. Have to put together an insane drive now. And I fucking hate Road America too. This track sucks. So it was like 16.8 last lap. Damn, 17.1. Uh-oh. Whole throttle pedal flickering kind of sucks. Nine minutes till we got a pit. Oh wow, we picked up almost a second and a half. Here we go, boys.
Right back.
All right. Oh my god. Almost 2 seconds that lap. It's like 15.9 to 14.3. And I messed up that lap too. Got text messages that lap that distracted me. Oscar Pink is in the pit. 12.5? Yeah, it's smarter to stay in fourth through the kink. Choking hazard. Kind of stuffed up that lap, but down to 12 even with the mistake? Wow. Choke. A bit. Hmm, 12 still. May have forgot to blip the downshift. Didn't need to shift there. I'm an idiot. Don't think I'm really gaining anymore, which isn't good. Yeah, losing time now. But the car theoretically should get quicker. No? With the lack of fuel. Probably whenever Luke pits, I'll pit. Pretty good lap. That'll be a PB, at least for the race. Chopped a decent amount of time off too. Good. Still cutting into the gap, so that's good. Not the best lap. Turn, damn it. Bent front clip isn't helping. What the fuck happened here? Is that a lap car? Yep. It's not the apex. Car's just so unpredictable through there. You're not making the corner. We'll see when Luke pits here. That was not a good lap having to deal with the fucking not AI car, lap car. Oh wow, we actually didn't lose a lot of time. In fact, we could have gained time there without having to deal with them. I don't know, it's gonna be tight, boys. Perfect corner. Wow, eating into his gap easily.
Hey, Mr. Record.
This is getting intense.
I see. Too bad you're 9 seconds behind the leader, though.
No, but we're catching him. That's the thing. And we're catching him at the rate we need to be.
I can't wait for you to be done with this race for you to check Facebook, by the way.
Is Luke changing tires? Oh, I need in front of these lap cars. Badly.
I didn't realize you hadn't pit yet. I thought you pitted already.
No. Luke took softs. I stayed out for the time advantage in the pits. Thank you, base Canadian. This is the battle for the lead right here.
So what?
This is the battle for the lead with the purple car.
Oh, nice.
Arrow push. Arrow push. Don't. Oh, he's pitting. Damn. We are leading after starting last. Sky is 6 seconds back. To burn the fucking tires off of it, but we got time. The thing is, I think because of the carousel, Sky's gonna burn off his tires sooner than he anticipates. Thank you, sir. I just have to stay in front to that point. Ooh, someone went way wide there.
Come on, Jacoby, you got this.
Split times at the line. Oh, he's getting there. Oh, it's gonna get dicey. Be very close. I think his tires are gonna fall off before he gets to me. And he's got to deal with Oscar Pink, too, who's really good. Gap is 5 seconds flat last lap. See how it changed here. .8. Again, Sky and Pink got to fight with each other still. And they might be fighting with each other right now. And a lap car. Wow. They're all in that. Man, they're all on the line back there. Wow. That's crazy. This gap with the line is 4.8 last lap between us and Sky. Or 5.1 rather. Wow.
Someone asked, who's the webcam screenshots that you're showing?
The webcam screenshots? Oh, that's Jacoby. That's our boy. His overlay's still up.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite sim racer all time.
No, you don't want to know their link. You don't want to go there. You want nothing to deal with it.
You should tell him. You ain't
It's
got
actually
shit to do.
The page. It's literally at the top. It says Jason Jacoby or J Jacoby 88. If you want to see somebody spent all their money on a sim racing rig instead of paying their child support.
It's bad. Well, like, he did it before he had the kid.
It doesn't matter. He's still in debt for it all, right?
I mean, he might have paid some of it off.
Yeah, right. Working at what job? It's not like he's winning the big sim races anytime soon recently that pays it well.
That's true.
Oh, hey man, you won $5 gift card to McDonald's. Better get that to your child support. Oh, here's a die cast of your sim racing car. That's gonna pay your child support.
Did he actually get a diecast of a sim car?
I don't know.
I would buy one. It's got value to it, man.
But a die cast of his car?
Yep.
Is that something we pass out in insane asylum like years from now?
Be kind of godly.
It's like, you guys remember the legend? Sim Racing Hall of Fame of Shame. Shame of Fame.
I'm telling you, like, that would be a collector's diecast.
No. Just no. I really hate this track, by the way.
I hate Road America.
It really annoys when NASCAR goes here instead of like somewhere like Road Atlanta. Like, I honestly think Road Atlanta put on the same kind of race as Watkins Glen does.
I think we got around 3 laps to go. Laps around here are just over 2 minutes.
So it's like, the stream's opened in another tab. It took me 10 minutes to really figure out it was Austin.
What? What?
You got 24 people watching a Jason Jacoby stream,
A
Captain.
fake Jason Jacoby stream? That's amazing.
This is great. You just need Ricardo dancing somewhere and make it the best one ever.
No, Virtual Girls fam.
His Instagram's up there too, boys, and his Facebook and his Twitter.
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck, you're gonna make me laugh and choke it away. Oh nice, we have enough fuel too.
I mean, you pitted, so, I mean...
I took 1 liter, right? No, but you run so wide open for so long on this track, like I was worried it wouldn't last. 2 to go.
Memories of Rodomatic and quitting Danica. Ugh.
How the fuck do we have 24 people watching? Oh, there's a man lagging.
Because you're talking. Go back and not talking in your head more. Who, you think Jacoby's our friend? Jacoby's only friends with like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, for people watching the chat, I might as well give a rundown. The overlays of a guy on the iRacing forums who bought like a 25k top of the line sim rig, and like it was celebrated because it's like he got an actual late model team to like build it out of like brand new parts and everything. Like it was a massive build. And the dude worked at the time at Domino's Pizza. So we're like, how the fuck did you afford a 25k sim rig working as a pizza delivery driver? And I got him to admit on his stream he financed it with payday loans and credit cards he had no intention of paying off. So we got in a bunch of shit for it. And on top of this, he ended up knocking up a teenager that he worked at Domino's with, and the dude's almost 30.
She was
And
17 at the time.
she was no, but that was legal in his state. I looked it up. It was sketchy, but it wasn't illegal.
I don't know, like 14 years or 12 years, whatever, that's extreme. I don't think
So
her parents would have had approval beforehand.
she ended up having the
Not
kid.
after.
She ended up having the kid, and I guess he ran out on them to play iRacing, and was like in massive debt, wasn't paying his child support, was like bitching at the girl over text, and if you like went and called him out on it on his stream, he would just instantly ban you. And all of his mods were exposed as being like 15 years old, who just like enabled him. So that's whose overlay we're using. Oh my god, we're actually gonna win this.
Georgia. That is the great state of Georgia. We're not angry at him. We do feel sorry for him. He's a pathetic loser.
Well, he pissed off many people in the sim community over a period of like something between 10 and 15 years. You know what's a really funny stat? I got more concurrent viewers this stream with a fake Jacoby overlay than actual Jacoby got.
Yeah, because once it came out that he wasn't paying child support and ran out on his girlfriend and his child, everybody realized he was such a phony and an asshole towards everybody.
I liked him. I had him on Facebook for like the longest time. We're gonna win the start from the back challenge.
She posted their entire conversation on a private iRacing Facebook page, group that we're a part of.
So for those who've
About
tuned
what
in
happened.
midway, I started from the very back. I didn't qualify for this race, as we almost choke it away in the final corner. and we just won by 5 seconds.
Yeah, his ex-wife, girlfriend, whatever she is, ex-mother of his child, went into this private Facebook page and was saying he skipped out on paying child support and hasn't paid a dime to her since they broke up, and doesn't even talk to her anymore.
How do I do Zanardi style donuts? Wow.
His strategy is legit: go fast, turn right.
Wow. Did I have fast slap of the race? No. Leader put down to 59.3, which is fucking hauling ass. Wow. Shit. Wow. I'm gonna get ice cream after that. That was nice. Actually, have I eaten supper? I have not eaten supper.
You gotta check Facebook, fam.
Oh, I got fucking Insta horrors and everyone messaging me right now. That's not good. Wow, it was fun. What'd you send me on Normie Book?
You'll see. How to complete laps.
Oh, the fucking...
Yeah, wait till you watch that.
The IR. Yeah, I'll watch that after the stream's over. Let's answer some questions in the chat here. Take the overlay
You're gonna
off.
laugh when you actually watch that, though.
Did you practice? No, I swear to God, I did one lap of practice to make sure my controllers weren't fucked because I have that calibration issue sometimes. I had no idea what the shift points were here. Fuck, Sky had a 58 in qualifying. Holy shit. 58.5. God damn, you motherfucker. Wow. Pink had a 59.8. I'm like, why is my name not on this list? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Wait, what'd you run in race compared to their qual times? How
Uh,
far off their qualifying times?
oh, I had a 200.2, so I would have been P5 out of top times.
Yeah, but that's their qual trim and you're in race trim.
Yeah, I was on a hard
Yeah,
compounds full thing of fuel. Nose damage with no downforce on the front. Races. Oh, it's not up yet? That's gay. Standings, did that update? Nope. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have run the full race. That's lame. Let's check some comments. My bad, boys. You are winning because I'm not racing. Yep, that is correct.
You won because you didn't have a full cockpit sim rig to sit in. Wait, what?
So did anyone enjoy the new Le Mans film? No, I did not. Going through the entire chat now. Go Jacoby! All that breathing without FFB. Need to exercise more. I am sick. Like I'm sweating pretty bad right now. You can probably hear my voice. The breathing is the real FFB. Who's the webcam screenshot he's trolling? The stream opened in another tab. Took me 10 minutes to figure out it was Austin. I was just wondering why this rando stream was frozen. I didn't find any good porn tonight, so here I am at 4:30 in the morning. I could help you with that.
He's got feet porn.
Interesting but kind of creepy death methodology. Yeah, in regards to the Jacoby story, his ex baby mama went on an iRacing Facebook page and basically asked for help because she's like, I have no friends, I have no family. Can you random fucks in the sim racing community help me? Because like this is some shit. And like I understand that, you know, because she's fucking like 18, 19, 20 and is kind of like isolated because she, you know, got knocked up by a 30-year-old she met working at a pizza joint. So people probably don't want to help her, so she goes to the community that this dude's a part of and goes like, look, like I'm dealing with some real shit here with this guy. Like I get it. Oh, Reynoso had to work. Next week I'll try to race. Yeah, I will see you on. That was a lot of fun last week at Silverstone. It sucks that we wrecked with 30 minutes to go, but that was a really good battle up to that point. Let's see. Standings updated yet? Yep. 99 points. Yeah, I'm way ahead. Watkins Glen's going to be really fun. Probably not going to run 55 bias. Races. Yeah, like people say, oh, like sim racing system isn't popular. Like we had a full field of cars, did we not? You know, we had pretty good racing, did we not? Like, yeah, people wreck, but like people wreck in iRacing too. That was fun though. Anyway, guys. Oh, hey, Oscar. Yeah, I mean, I've always been really good in Group C cars. But AC, like I said at the very start of the stream, I mean, I presume you don't watch because I mean you're racing your own run. But AC, it's you can take skills you learn across different cars into other cars, right? Like it's not like iRacing where you have to memorize one car and get good at it, and then when you pick up something else, it's a completely different ball game and completely different exploit setups. Like every car you drive in this game counts as practice, so just the more time you put into it, you're always gonna keep getting better and better. Oh yeah, I'd be salty too, because I mean, like I did a lap and like a quarter of practice to dial in my wheel, right? Because I'm having some issues with the profiler not always getting picked up and my rotation getting fucked up. And then I guessed at the brake bias because I'm like, I need the car to turn. And I couldn't decide if it was 1 click or 2 clicks. So I went with 2 clicks. And in the first 2 laps, I'm like, this was not a good decision. But by the end of the race, it was perfect because I ended up getting nose damage on the opening lap, avoiding some dude. And it made the cars kind of tight, like not undrivable tight, but like it was an issue. And the brake bias canceled out that tightness. So I'm like, okay, I guess this works. Don't care if it isn't as popular as iRacing. It's fun. It's free. Yeah, that's the big thing, right? Like I enjoy the fact that I don't have to pay money for this, and we still get a full field, and there are still really good people. Like Luke and Oscar are really good drivers. Fernando's good. You know, Juan Reynoso, who wasn't in this race, he's really good. Like you meet really good people on this, and it's the same experience as iRacing. Like the iRating isn't calculated, but like there isn't the esports scene, there isn't the iRating, and there isn't the splash screen that encourages you to buy things, and there isn't the T-shirts you can buy. But it's the same fucking thing. You get to race with like-minded people and people who are fucking good at this game, and it's fun. And it doesn't have like the amount of races you see on IR, like where a race goes off every 2 hours, but there's a point, like, I liked that shit when I was 18, 19 in iRacing, because, like, I was unemployed or working minimum wage jobs half the time, so I could just sit and play iRacing all day. But, like, for this, it's like if you work an 8-hour workday, there's one race in prime time. You do that race, or you practice for that race, it eats up 3 hours of your evening, you fucking call it a day and do something else. You got late damage from lap car. Yeah, like, I mean, if you go back and watch a stream, I was watching the deltas like a hawk, and there was a point where you were just eating in my delta. Like, the gap was 8 seconds when you left the pit, and you got down to like 4.5, and I'm seeing the purple squares on the delta, and I'm like, oh fuck, like he's here, he's gonna get here. And then I went up to 5.1, and I saw a gaggle of you in the mirror, and I'm like, okay, like something might happen here. So that makes sense that you had damage. How's it going? Do you have PCars 2 on Xbox One? Technically, I could grab it off the work servers and play it, because when you have a test kit, there's something you can do with the Xbox One test kits where you can put it into, what's it called? Retail mode, so you can play retail games on a test kit and like sign in with your proper Xbox Live account and all that shit. I don't have PCars 2. I could probably grab it from our work servers, but I don't. MMOs are more fun like right after high school, in my opinion, or at the end. Yeah, no, and that's true. Like, there's a period out of high school when where you're like working some like shit minimum wage job, and you only get like 6-hour shifts. Like when I worked at Leon's, the furniture store, my usual shift was like 10 to 4. So like I could get off at like 4, play fucking iRacing from like 5 till 2 in the morning, sleep in, and then go to work, right? Or if I didn't work at all, I just fucking sit inside, play iRacing. I think I had you. Maybe your pace was too good for hards. I think you had me too. Like, I've raced against you before in GT3s, and like I'm looking at the grid. I'm like, fuck, Oscar's in this race. This might not work. But no, if you what's it called? If you go back through the stream, you will see like I was basically 4-wheel drifting this car for the final 20 minutes. Like, it was, I haven't driven a car that hard in a long time, and it's just pointing the car straight out of the corner and hoping the rear end sets. Like, it's good throttle control and shit like that. But no, this stream will serve as a pretty good tutorial for these cars. Your pace is too good for old hards. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing with our late model stuff. We run like a groove slick, so even on new tires, there's a lot of throttle control involved. And since I've started driving that car, my sim throttle control has just been like pretty godly. So stuff like when we get old tires in this game, when we run these hour-long endurance races and the tire wear starts coming into effect, I get noticeably quicker compared to the rest of the field on older tires. Whereas before it was something I kind of struggled with, just like everyone else did, right? But with that experience, it was like, oh, okay, it's not that difficult to deal with. Oh shit, you were on mediums? Damn. Yeah, see, the reason softs and mediums don't work here is that carousel in Sector 2, the long right-hander under the Johnsonville Brat sign, that nukes your left rear tire. So even though the other 3 tires are fine, your left rear gets so fucked up so quickly, it's just not worth it. What are you testing? So I work for Slightly Mad Studios, so our projects. Are you working on the Fast and the Furious game? I did last year, and a lot of like the handling related stuff I helped out with. So I've given like I shake down all the cars and find like handling oddities and glitches and stuff like that. But in terms of like routinely on the game, no. I work on a different project.
What I was trying to say is he had no idea the game was gonna look like a PS2 game. Legally, you can't say that, but I can.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Legally, you can't say anything about the game.
It'd be like that. I don't know.
But seeing how I'm your resident expert and posting about shitty games, yes, the game's probably gonna suck. It looks like shit. Let's get that out of the fact.
I don't know, man.
If it plays on a PS2, you'd probably enjoy it though. Just think of it as a retro game.
I mean, it is what it is. Is there any
Seems
way
like
we
a
could
gig.
talk one-on-one soon? I watched nearly all your PRC Trackset videos, and there's things I'd like to talk about those in expansion.
Ooh, a
Sure.
Door Extra sale. Ooh.
What's the easiest way to reach me? I think my email is on my About page on YouTube. If not, just like drop me a line on Instagram and I'll send you my email. My Instagram is just my name. You'll find me. It's pretty easy. You'll know it's me. Oh, yo, that's sick. I didn't know you game tested. Yeah, I've worked for SMS for like 3 years now. 3 years? Whenever the start of 2017. So this will be my 4th year? Damn. Where the fuck did time go?
I don't know. You've drove a PRC race car the last 2 years.
3 years. But I mean, we run sporadically, right? So it's not really felt like full seasons. Any chance you could take another look at ACC? Apparently it's pretty good now. I mean, like, I'd like to get in some sort of league or just to play it at some point, but
It's okay. There's the new tire model for iRacing is actually pretty good too, but you can't try that though.
you
There's some
say
actual good stuff like you can actually try out right now, but it's just like you can't.
you say that, but it's like I can just fire up NR03 and play whatever the fuck I want on whatever track I want. It feels just as good. So it's like I don't know. And I know how to do the AI in NASCAR 03, right? So
Yeah, apparently because iRacing still doesn't know how to do AI, which
yeah,
is kind of confusing.
yeah. So I can go. I can pick any track that's been made, right? Pick any track that's been made. I know how to do the AI, so I can do. I can make my own AI and basically race against 20 versions of myself. So it's hard to justify iRacing at that point. Career mode is still balls. Everything else is good. Yeah, it's. I mean, like, ideally, I'd like to get an ACC at some point. Maybe with Ethan, Ethan will find either a league or just something for us to do in that game. I'd like to possibly talk over Xbox Party. We just add each other. Oh, okay. Uh, the only thing is, I really don't want to do anything Forza related because I had actually uninstalled
Oh,
Forza.
don't
Yeah,
lie. Don't be a bitch.
I uninstalled Horizon 4 and Forza 7 because I can't play it. Like, it handles like shit. There's that
Because you're
weird.
playing with a wheel. You got to play with the controller and play casual, my man.
No, I'm too much of an autist. I want to go as fast as
No,
possible all the
no, no.
time.
We play
All the time.
casual. We just rage instead of be try hard.
Dude, I was fucking horrible when I got Forza Horizon 4. I was like, look, I'm gonna just play it casually. I'm not gonna grind out leaderboards. I'm just gonna collect cars and have fun with the game and paint cars. And like by the end of the second day, I was grinding out like the monthly challenge and had P1. And I'm like, god damn it. How good did you
Play
expect a
casual. We
Kunos
can do
career
it.
mode to be? I mean, like, as a dev, you can always say, like, look, my man, like, because they're under a publishing contract with, what was it, 505? Or no, they're owned by Digital Bros. You could say, like, look, like, we need a good offline campaign. Can we have some, money for a good campaign mode?
Hey, Aggie, you got 50 grand just laying around?
No,
Want to buy a car?
no.
You'd probably like it. It's 2010 Nissan Skyline.
Don't even get me started on Test Drive Ferrari's career mode, bro. Shift's career mode was pretty good. Both Shift games had good career modes, but they were kind of ruined by like some weird balancing quirks and just some weird. There's some weird design shit with Shift that makes it really easy to like fly through the game.
I can't think of a career mode I've actually enjoyed playing recently.
Dirt 4. Dirt 4's career mode was amazing, except they only had fucking 5 rally tracks in it, or rally
I think
environments.
you're right. The dirt games were probably the funner ones because there was such a variety of stuff you race
Grid,
and how
well,
you progressed up.
yeah, like Dirt 3's was good. Grid was godly.
Wreckfest wasn't terrible. It's just there wasn't enough tracks.
Crackfest is amazing online. My buddy convinced me to buy it for PS4, and I went through the career mode in a night to unlock some shit to race online. And dude, online is such a mess. You can take like a C class car and beat A class cars just by driving smart. It was so fun. I was having so much fun just shitting on kids. TD Ferrari was basically a list of challenges. Yeah, I mean, there's some cool shit with that game too. WRC8, it's a good career mode. Yeah, I agree with that. I get pretty bored of having to climb from the bottom again. Like I'm a loser, and like you know, I think we can, after that race, we can safely say that like I'm too good for fucking being put in 4-cylinder front wheel drive cars in a rally game and being told you have to play the game obsessively for 3 nights until you're allowed to drive the fast cars. Like fuck it, put me in a quick car. I know what I'm doing. Shift 2 is a blast, and I played it a couple of years ago. Much better than GT5 and GT6. Yeah, I like it. I mean,
Expecting a Sony game to be good.
GT really dropped the ball.
Okay, let's be real here. GT1 was the only good Gran Turismo because there was no Forza. Sorry, hate to break it to you.
Yeah, Forza kind of destroyed them. And like they didn't want to admit it at first, but Forza just kept getting better. And then Kaz was like, "I'm gonna do nothing for 5 years." Oh, the PS3 just came out. Yeah, I'll fucking release a prologue game with like 70 cars. People are
They
like,
did
"What?"
such terrible stuff. Like after that, I was like,
They phoned
"What are
it
you
in
guys
bad.
doing?"
Well, I'm gonna call it a night in terms of streaming, cause I need food. I don't
But they
remember
just
eating
did some
yet.
of the worst stupid shit back in the day.
But thanks for coming out and dealing with my Jacoby overlay and watching us go from the back to the front in, I don't know, took us 45 minutes to get to the lead, something like that. I might do that again for Watkins Glen because that was fun. Maybe even the Nürburgring too. Anyway, take care, my dudes.